Hello Aquarius gang, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. We are going to read your tarot cards. This will be a general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Anyone is welcome in this reading. I just ask you come in with an open heart, an open mind, a positive attitude, and only take away what is meant for you, the messages that resonate with you. I want these messages and these tarot readings to motivate, empower, inspire you. That's my goal. That's my aim. If you're not feeling that way, it might just not be your message this week, or it may not resonate at this point in time yet. So, all right, let's try and have some fun, though. Let's get you some insightful messages. I hope lots of this does resonate. I hope this helps you. So, let's do it. For Aquarius, let's start with these cards. Kind of came out together. Okay, so it's funny, I'm wanting to jump here first because the message hit me really fast. There's something that you assume there's something you assume has ended, and you would be the one ending it. It's almost like you've decided, okay, final nail in the coffin, like I'm done with this, I'm exiting, I'm leaving, I'm abandoning this, There's an idea floating around you, though, that is yet to be discovered that could actually offer you great value or substance into whatever this is. I'm not sure if it's a relationship or something at work. It almost feels like some sort of creative project where you reached a point and you're just stifled and you're like, screw this, I'm not going to finish my novel. I'm not feeling it anymore. I wouldn't abandon it yet, especially if this is something that only up until recently has it really been nagging and bothering at you that maybe it's time to give up. I don't always say this, but in this message in particular, it's funny, like the Death card came out, and as I slid the card, what was under it was the Four of Cups, which usually, it's like, boredom, apathy, it's like, this is okay, but I'm not really feeling it. To me, it's like, okay, I guess I'm done with it. But the universe is like, wait, like Aquarius is not seeing that cup, that little blessing, that idea, that creative spark that could actually solve this, where I just keep wanting to say, like, not all is lost here. There's something very much salvageable about this. It's almost similar to the Five of Cups, where, yes, maybe something in the situation has brought you disappointment, but, the classic Five of Cups is 3 cups have spilled, 2 cups remain upright. They're still usable. They're still feasible. I'm sort of getting a similar vibe, only I'm not sure this is a romantic relationship. Like, it might be for some of you, but I want to be clear. This is definitely you being like, I'm done with that. I can't, but there's something there, and you're never going to miss out on this. Like, if you're watching this and you already feel like it's your message, it probably is, because there's a part of you, it pains you, it kills you to walk away from this, because I think you invested a lot of time and energy. And with the Four of Cups, right, whether it was with the Death card or not, it usually just says, like, you need to liven it up a little bit. If this is something you truly want, something about it is growing stagnant, right? Fours are great, but then we outgrow them, and we have to mix it up and do something new and challenging, because that's just how life works. We can't stay in the comfort zone forever, right? Fours I very much associate with, like, the comfort zone. They're not bad, but again, what are we prolonging, or what are we avoiding? Because maybe it's challenging, maybe it's hard, maybe it's going to cost us more money, maybe we have to, all these things that we're like, maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe you do, though, to get regeneration, to get rebirth out of this, or again, to liven it up, mix it up, and make it more exciting again, make it more useful. If this is romantic, maybe there's something with a Scorpio where you guys had a lot of good times, but now you're kind of like, the honeymoon phase of this is over, like, especially if you guys are, like, dating, right? Again, I don't think all is lost here. Whatever this is, there's something more to be discovered, and again, I don't do fear-based readings. This isn't like, oh my God, I just ended that thing, and now, no, like, then it will find its way back to you if it is meant to be yours. But if this is something you care about, then you need to find a way through it, right? It's not just about giving up, and you wouldn't anyway, Aquarius. You're a fixed zodiac sign, right? Anyway, let's keep going through this. That's the first message that wanted to come out. I feel like Scorpio keeps making appearances in all my readings. That's really funny. Let's see. Gosh, you have a little bit of tricky energy this week. So you have 7 of Swords to the 10 of Wands. Let me kind of look at what these pictures are telling me here. There's a connected message here where even if you were to walk away, and you have free will, you can do whatever you want. There is a message here that ultimately, if you're looking at this as there's something better out there for me, almost in a the grass is always greener mentality. I think you're going to be underwhelmed. Again, there's nothing wrong with starting fresh and trying new things. I'm a big advocate of that. I'm a big supporter of that. I think this is saying you don't need to entirely abandon everything you've built from this point, though, because I think if you are living your life in an extreme way, Scorpio energy, very much like all or nothing, either this is going to succeed or I'm going to abandon it. I'm almost wanting to say you may always be chasing happiness, or you may be chasing the perfectionism is very big in this reading. You may be self-sabotaging by needing it to be perfect. And so this is just a gentle reminder that by scrapping it all and being like, oh, it's not good, I'm just going to start from scratch, you're actually making more work for yourself in the long run. This may be about making small edits or small adjustments, adapting the routine, the relationship, the methodology ever so slightly, where when you start, changing up the recipe, changing up the ingredients, you may actually get the result that you wanted. I think, how do I want to phrase this? Something about trial and error. I'm almost getting like science experiment, like a little bit of this, a little bit, and see what concoction you end up with. I think you're actually going to like what you end up with, but it's not what you originally were aiming for. Does that make sense to anyone out there? It's whatever is in this cup. It's floating above your head. Like the ideas are there, but I don't think you're consciously aware of them yet. It's almost like your intuition, right? Cups, water energy. The idea exists within you. You just haven't reached that point where you're fully listening to your intuition or applying the information that it's like the divine is speaking to you in that way, and you feel like maybe you should do it, but I think you talk yourself out of it a lot. This may have to do with a romantic partner. It's possible. I don't really know. Seven of Swords to the Ten of Wands, though, says that, and this always sounds so harsh, but I don't mean it to. The idea of, like, where are you lying to yourself, or where are you robbing yourself of what could be a really good opportunity? I think by telling yourself, I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to start fresh. I don't need this anymore. It's not working. It's just not working, and I'm frustrated. It's making more work for you by just abandoning something entirely. Again, retooling it, restructuring it, spending one last go around to see if you can get at whatever is in that cup of creativity. That will help you tremendously and save you a lot of burden in the long run, rather than just, because I think with the Seven of Swords, it says to me, if you abandon this now, some of you may always look back and regret, but I didn't give it that one last chance, even though my intuition told me maybe I should. Are you listening to your intuition? That's a big message here. And for those of you who are familiar, I don't do fear-based readings. I'm not here to be like, oh my God, don't do it because you're always going to regret it. But I have to be honest, that's kind of a message coming through. And the thing is, I think already you should probably have a pulse on if this is your message or not, because this has been an ongoing struggle or challenge or an ongoing project where there has been some wins. There has been some victories. Those Three of Cups, there's moments in this process that you have celebrated. It felt great. But I don't think you felt that way in a while, and so that's why there's this temptation to just up and leave or up and quit. So let's talk about this. It's so funny. Okay, this is making sense to me the more I look at it. You are at this crossroads, and I think that crossroads is, do I stay or do I go? Wants to note action, movement, travel, change, right? Inspiration. Do I cut the ties, Ace of Swords, or do I step in? I don't know why I'm wanting to say step into a new perspective, channel a higher vibration, look at it from a new perspective. This is a lot of mental, I'm hearing the word agile, mental energy. Is this about changing your mind or changing your viewpoint, changing your perspective? Is this about expressing something in a different way, thinking of more creative solutions to your problems, problem solving in a way that, again, something about it contradicts your original methodology, but ultimately you're still doing the same task. This revolves around the same subject, but you're doing it in a slightly different way. And I just keep wanting to say the result you get. I know all of you are not at home twiddling with like science beakers and flasks, but that's totally what this sounds like to me. The result you get at the end is actually better than what you were striving or aiming for initially. And that is a victory. So again, I'm going to say it. It kind of feels like you'll never miss out on what is meant to be yours, but I truly feel like if you jump too soon out of impatience. That's very big here. If you jump too soon out of impulsivity, I do think there's a lot of potential for you to look back and be like, shoot, did I leave that job too soon? Did I end that relationship too fast? For most of you, this feels like, did I quit on myself too soon? Did I lack faith in my capabilities to problem solve yet again when I thought it would be easier to just start this or do that instead? When really it's like, I don't know, running from your problems. I know, that one hurt a little bit. That was heavy. I say it with love. I say it with compassion. There's no judgment here, but something that you really do desire, finding the solution or, again, problem solving, walking away from it, there's just going to be more problems elsewhere, just in different areas of your life. It's not going to be the same thing, but I think there's a lesson here about sticking to it. When the going gets tough, then, get tougher. Tougher problems. But you, of all people, Aquarius, are very capable of finding your way out of this. It feels very stuck. It feels very stagnant. It feels like this problem may actually be giving you a little bit of anxiety or depression. So that's what I mean. You may not even be healing it at the source, because if you abandon this but you really desired to figure it out, you're still going to have that sense of anxiety or depression because there wasn't a completion to this chapter of the story. I think we're still we're still mid-chapter, if you know what I mean, or we're right in the middle of the book. We haven't ended it. We haven't gotten to the good parts yet. All right, moving on. Sorry, I know I ramble a little bit. It's hard for me to get the messages out because it's like I feel them, but I sometimes have trouble verbalizing them. So thanks for sticking with me. I'm well aware. I know, I'm working on it. We're all working to get better at our stuff, right? Here we go. New message for Aquarius. Actually, give me one on that. I'm just curious. Can I put anything else on this? What's in this Ace of Cups? Any hints? This Ace of Cups that's floating above Aquarius's head. Some of you, that story about depression may actually be a nudge to you from the universe to seek professional help, whether that's counseling or medication or something. There's a missing link that could help you there. Especially, yeah, absolutely. With the anxiety and depression, this could just be you struggling with an illness. And again, running from the actual problem of addressing, maybe I do need help. Maybe me meditating every day isn't quite enough to fix this. It's not you. It's maybe a chemical imbalance in your brain or an addiction issue or whatever this is. It's easier to run from it in the short term, but not in the long term. And if you find this repetitive behavior of not addressing the actual issue, you're right. It's constantly going to spin out of control. So I think this is about tackling the main thing once and for all. Trial and error. Don't be afraid to try, again, a new system, a new routine, a new doctor, a new friendship, a new counselor, a new whatever it is. That's just really important. Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity lies ahead, especially for your body, regenerating health for your body. All right, let's talk about love. What can I tell Aquarius in love? Let's connect with a whole new group of Aquariuses, or if that was not their message, let's get hopefully a high vibrational one, but whatever Aquarius needs to hear this week regarding love, and we'll wrap it up. What can I tell Aquarius about their love life in the coming week or two? My Aquarius gang. Aquarius. Ooh, okay, we'll take those. I love when they fall out like that. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Ooh, Queen of Discs. Sorry, not Gemini, but I'll stick with it because I said it. Gemini season, maybe. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Mercury's in retrograde. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Well, there's the Five of Cups that I was talking about. You're kind of playing hard to get this week romantically. I think you have two suitors, Aquarius. Very likely a water sign and an earth sign. And you seem, there's a couple words, dissatisfied, uninterested, open to platonic friendships, or I'm not even going to say that, open to friends with benefits, but you seem to have bigger fish to fry. And to be honest, especially given this message this week, I actually think that's smart to invest your energy on what you should prioritize. And there's definitely something going on in your personal life that you feel like you need to tackle it once and for all. So I almost feel like it's not, I don't think you're playing hard to get. That's not the correct term. But in terms of your romantic life, you're sort of at a standstill with two different people. There's three people here, so make no mistake about it. If you don't have two suitors, then it's possible the person you're putting on a pedestal, they may be playing the field a little bit. I'm just being honest. Most of you, though, this feels like you're raising your vibe and tackling, again, order of importance, prioritizing your life, because everything else... It would not be a good use of your energy to invest your heart, your mind, your body, your energy in things that really don't deserve the same amount of time and respect and attention that this thing most clearly needs. And again, this is more of a personal, possibly internal issue or something going on in your family dynamic or in your work life. You're kind of keeping these people on red, you know, like on your text. It's like you're reading the messages, but I just don't think you have the physical energy to respond this week. So you don't need to change who you are or your methodologies for anybody, right? If the right person is right for you, then they will understand that maybe you're going through a time and, you know, dating is not your priority right now. You know, I think it's rude to not respond at all, but again, that's a you thing. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I can already tell you your water sign is going to be offended if you don't respond to the text. They're going to assume you dumped them or you've moved on. Water signs need more communication. I think Earth will be more patient with you in terms of understanding because, you know, I don't want to stereotype. I was going to say Earth signs are going to be busy working anyway. No, water signs will too. But this person is much more emotional. This person needs nurturing because that's how they operate. You know, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, something I just keep getting. The Earth sign will be a little bit more patient with you, so maybe this is you deciding how you feel about different people in your life, if you're dating or playing the field or whatever. And the thing is, I'm not saying you need to respond to the water sign because you know you're going to lose them. Then it's never meant to be yours. This is not something you need to stress about, and if you are stressing about it, then again, you're putting the energy into the wrong things. You definitely seem to have the attention of two people, but it's really up to you what you do with it. I do want to say you seem to be in the power position of being the final, being the decision maker, making the final choice. It seems like these two people are reaching out to you and like expressing what they want or what they're willing to offer. They're just waiting for the response. And Two of Swords says maybe you haven't decided. More than likely, though, it's like you just don't have time to deal with it right now. So to the cross watchers who are like, where is Aquarius at? Do they like me? I don't know. They didn't respond. They have a lot going on. You might not hear from them this week. You know, if Aquarius is nice enough and decides to give you clarity, great, awesome. But I do want to underscore, they don't owe you that, right? There needs to be, again, if you're not in a firm, committed relationship, then there's really no expectation that Aquarius, you owe anybody anything at this point. If you're not in a place mentally where you're able to invest in these relationships, great, fine. Focus on your priorities. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm working on it, guys. Anyway, that's kind of what I got for you. Heal your internal stuff first, especially before you start giving out romantic offers, because some of you, yeah, it just doesn't seem like the right time. But progress is being made, slowly but surely. Cancer season, which is very soon, I think in like 2 weeks, June 21st, there's going to be something warm. I think more romantic offers or more communication that it just feels good. There's something to look forward to in Cancer season, possibly with an Earth sign. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you. Please remember to like the video, guys, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. I will see you next Thursday for more tarot. Bye, guys.